having a good day today. So the first topic that I'm going to discuss with you today that are important to me, or that I think are important to me, are critical theory, a philosophy that involves being critical of the standard view of society. So for example, such things that implies looking closer at beliefs that might favor privileged people, like rich people over poor minorities. So as educators, we must question beyond questions such as questioning how our educational system can best offer education to all of our students. So by doing so, this provides opportunities and understandings of the different perspectives of disadvantaged members in our society. So that is one major point that I believe it's important to me. So the second point that I'm going to move into is going to be the study from Xiong J. Min. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. Okay, so his study, the digital divide, is kind of relates to what I think is important. Because he states that the issue of the democratic divide warrants much attention. So one solution to the problem is to build citizens' digital literacy or capacity, along with universal access to the internet, ongoing civic education on ICTs, and their beneficial use is essential to the current information-based society. So implementing such a program will require the full cooperation and commitments of all parties involved, such as the civil society, government, and businesses. And which takes me to the third point that I think is important. So after reading the bandwidth article, so one thing that we must increase is bandwidth connected to students, and for it to be universal, because internet is expensive and not everybody can pay for it. So it kind of ties into my whole notion to this belief that I think. So for example, according to SREB, access to affordable internet connectivity or broadband is a continuing struggle for K-12 schools and post-secondary education. So I think it's a struggle because it's not accessible to all our schools, and it's kind of expensive. So which brings me to this: since the kids or students, not kids, are so dependent on their phone, so the demand for kind of emergent technology must satisfy educational standards. So I need to learn more about emergent technology as well. One of the readings from one of the articles was emergent technology. Also, one last thing I'd like to add. I posted this data that I found online. So the teacher technology trained lags in high poverty schools. So one of the things that I kind of connected or linked to the digital divide is how teachers are not getting trained, especially those teachers that are working in high poverty schools, how they're not being trained enough, or they're not receiving resources in order for them to kind of help the students that are poor. So thank you very much for listening to my video. Have a good day.